upgrading the lock on your Agile gun safe. First, open the door of the safe. You can either use the keypad or use the key override. With the safe open, you're going to remove the large screws that hold the back panel on the safe. Start at the top and loosen the screws, but don't remove them all the way. This will make it easier to get the panel off. Then from the bottom, remove the screws, working your way up the door. You'll see Brandon is using his foot to support the load of the door panel till he gets to the very top center screw. This should be the last screw you remove. Now the panel comes off. There are wires that connect the battery box to the lock, so carefully remove it and give yourself enough room to reach in and disconnect the wire from the battery box. This will allow you to set the door panel aside. Now remove the two wires from the lock that's in the unit. Then you're going to remove the 4 small screws that hold the lock onto the front of the safe. Keep these screws because you're going to reuse them attaching the new lock.
Just let it hang.
Finally, you're going to remove the little red reset button using a pair of pliers to get it started, and then just spin it off with your fingers. Once everything is removed, you can slide the wires through the hole and completely remove the old lock.
Pulling it out. Perfect.
Now you're going to remove the mechanical lock unit. There's 4 machine screws that attach it to the inner panel on the Agile door. Again, keep these screws. You're going to reuse them to attach the new lock. Replacing the keypad does require that you replace the master locking unit.
Put that with the old lock, just pile that up.
Now, the lock does come with a battery box. However, you can use the battery box that is already in the door. It does not need to be replaced. First, we're going to install the new master locking unit. The lock attaches in the same position as the one you removed using the 4 machine screws. The handle for the door should be in the locked position.
Okay.
Once the 4 screws are in, secure them with a Phillips screwdriver. The wiring harness that comes with the lock is now installed. Brandon installs the reset button first using provided hardware. A pair of pliers is used to snug it up. Do not over tighten this. Now insert the wire harness fastener into the lock. The fasteners are all different sizes, so there's only one way that it can go together. Next, Brandon puts the wiring harness from the new lock pad through the hole and then attaches the lock to the door using the same screws from the old lock when you removed it. We recommend using a hand screwdriver to put these screws in because a cordless drill or screwdriver may strip the screws. Now position the door cover so you can complete the wiring harness. The small pin from the lock goes into the battery box, and the cord that comes from the keypad will go into the master lock unit. That completes the electronic installation. Prior to installing the screws, Brandon is going to insert a battery into the holder to make sure everything is working. When the battery goes in, the lock should beep. He then enters the default code, which is 4 ones, to test that the lock is working. Now the screws for the door panel are installed, and that completes the installation of the new lock. In the notes of this video is a link to show you how to change the codes and reprogram the lock.
That's it.